Morning, everybody. The Honourable Ian Macfarlane, Minister for Industry, our very supportive local MPs, Craig Kelly, Member for Hughes, and Melanie Gibbons, Member for Menai, Councillor Tom Croucher from the Shire Council, a key partner for us. We are probably now the second most important employer in the Shire. We have board members of ANSTO here, Paul Greenfield, Erica Smythe. I'd also like to recognise Rob Porteous, who's representing the department, who have been absolutely crucial in our work. Our colleagues are going to build this amazing facility from Watpac. The members of the nuclear community, I'm going to single out invidiously Paul Roach, who is the key link with the physicians community, and we worry about innovation in nuclear medicine, and we want to deliver more value to more Australians and better health outcomes through this very, very creative and innovative community. It's also a wonderful pleasure today to be part of a team of people at ANSTO and beyond. We've got some members of the supply chain here as well who take our MO99 every week, put it into their own single dose and unit dose facilities and deliver it to hospitals. So this is not so much, I guess, although it is all about the facility. It's all about the community as well that has been created that makes nuclear medicine such a critical part of diagnostic and therapeutic interventions for Australians. We've been doing this for 50 years. 50 years ago, in fact, the originator of nuclear medicine was Marie Curie, who is my personal hero. And whenever I'm feeling a little bit stressed, I go and study her incredible life of being the innovator that she was in nuclear medicine with radium. Very few people know, though, that she was also an X-ray specialist, and she built mobile X-ray stations to take around in the First World War so that the troops at the front, when they were injured, could immediately get a diagnosis of what was happening to them. This is a little part of her history that is not very well known. So we're involved in the X-ray side with the Australian synchrotron, and here's where the neutrons are put to work for nuclear medicine as well. Every week, 10,000 people benefit from nuclear medicine in Australia produced in these facilities. It goes down that supply chain to the nuclear medicine specialists and the oncologists to give diagnoses and treatments that make a difference to millions of people in Australia over the years. The ability to make and deploy nuclear medicines is the privilege of a very small number of countries, and Australia is proud to be part of that global community that is able to do that. We need to multiply the benefits of nuclear medicines in the years to come in order to make sure that more and more people from our world benefit from the unique characteristics of nuclear medicine diagnoses and therapies. This has been underlined for us in recent years when there have been supply shortages of MO99, molybdenum-99, which is the isotope we produce here, starting in the beautiful opal reactor and finishing in a production facility. And the next production facility for Australia is the one that we will be celebrating with Minister Macfarlane, the start of the process of putting this plant into the ground for the future. Supply chain certainty will underpin great outcomes for patients right around the world, and security of supply at the lowest cost in the world today in Australia. We are privileged to have a low enriched uranium reactor for the fuel and for the target plates that produce the MO99. This is meant to be more expensive than the old and proliferation problematic HEU, and yet today we are the lowest cost supplier into the global marketplace because of the incredible abilities of this wonderful reactor and the team that has built our production capacity and the supply chain. That's a unique privilege for us. But it's not really about price, it's about predictability, and it's about outcomes for patients. So what will this facility be about? Well, we've just taken the Minister to visit our newest facility, which is going to produce lutetium-177, which is a wonderful isotope for therapy. And it's kind of a package level one because it's in a room just slightly bigger than this carpet, about 3 times as deep as the carpet. But when you're moving from some 2,000 to 3,000 patients a year to impacting the lives of 10 million people a year, you need a bigger piece of kit. And so just across from the Opal reactor is the site where this new facility will be built. It has been a process that has been built on sound economics. A proper business case that is bankable was developed and was passed by a board, independently reviewed, and subsequently accepted by government as the baseline for the construction of this facility. We were very proud of that announcement. Today is even more important because there are many paper plants in the world, ones that people think of but never build. We are now at the point where we want to say building, subject to all the appropriate regulatory approvals, can begin. And then we will become part of a more sustainable supply chain, the greater and more effective development of nuclear medicine into the future, and remain part of a global community in which we have been innovators for more than 40 years and approaching 50 years. There's some people who haven't been here for 50 years, but they received from those early innovators the same energy and the same commitment to, in every generation, transform our performance and add to the scope and benefits of nuclear medicine in Australia. So those small starting points have led to great outcomes. This new starting point will lead to a global presence and a local certainty. So, Minister, it's an absolute privilege and pleasure to have you here today. We know how passionate you are about ANSTO, and you've encouraged us to do more with what we have. We're aiming to do that. But we need to know what you think about what is happening today, and so I invite you to share with us your thoughts about the project. Thank you very much.